Hi everyone, it's Dr. Samantha Smith. I wanted to go over how to use a cane and when to get rid of the cane or start weaning off of the cane. This is a really common question. People want to know, why are they still limping after a knee replacement? Why can't they stop using the cane? Is there something wrong with their knee? So I'm going to go over exactly why you should be using a cane if you're limping still and how to slowly wean yourself off. If you haven't visited my website, succeedcourses.com, there is a ton of information on there for you guys. I have all sorts of articles that I've written, all the way from how should you be icing your leg and elevating and what does ice do to your knee, all the way to how should you be sleeping at night. So there's a lot of info on there. And then I also have my courses if you need some guidance with your knee replacement recovery. So let's go get into why you should be using a cane, why are you limping, etc. So let's pretend like this is my surgical leg. So without the cane, this is what your walking is going to look like. You're going to take a step and you're not going to want to put any pressure on it because it hurts. So any weight bearing on this knee, you're just not going to like it. So you're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. So your walking is going to look like this. You're going to step, and then this foot is going to step as fast as possible. That way you don't have to put any weight on it. So you're going to go like this. And then you're going to take a big step with this leg because you're not putting any weight on it. This is the surgical leg. And then you're going to hurry up and put that other leg down as fast as you can because you don't like to put weight on here. So this is why you're kind of limping. Also, another reason why you're limping is because you probably don't have full extension. Extension meaning your leg isn't fully straight quite yet. So your knee has a little bend in it at the beginning of, your rehab process. Up to about 3 months, I notice my patients struggle with the knee extension, and it eventually kind of works itself out. We do stretch it continually just to make sure that we're addressing the knee extension stretching. So you're going to have a little bend in the knee, and that's going to make you look like you're limping as well. It's going to look like that. So what the cane does is it helps offload pressure off of this leg. So you put the cane forward. When you put your surgical leg down, you start to put some pressure into the cane to offload pressure off of that painful knee that you just had surgery on. So that's why you're limping. It does get better with time once you strengthen this leg. Once the pain subsides a little bit, you won't feel as apprehensive to put weight on that leg. So it depends on the person. It depends how sensitive you are to pain, your previous level of activity prior to surgery. If you had good balance prior to surgery, a lot of people are using a cane or a walker because their balance isn't very good after surgery. So the cane and the walker are to help with balance and to offload pressure off of a painful leg. So eventually, you'll want to walk with what we call equal step length. So you're going to take a step forward. You're going to put your heel down first, and then you're going to come to a flat foot. The other foot, you're going to go up on your tippy toe over here, and then you're going to swing that leg through and put your heel down. Here's a close-up of what that's going to look like. Heel down first, come to a flat foot. The other leg is going to swing through, and you're going to put your heel down. Okay, you see my other leg in the back, the toe is coming up. Let me move this to the other side. And then we're going to swing through, heel down, flat foot. This foot is coming up on the toe, swing through, heel down, flat foot. Okay, so that's what the walking is going to look like. Now, let's pretend this is my surgical leg over here. This is how the cane is going to help you. So when you put this leg down, you're going to offload some pressure off of this leg by putting some pressure into the cane. So it's going to look like this. So my hand's over here, I'm putting some pressure into the cane, and I'm able to swing this leg all the way through. If I didn't have the cane to offload some pressure, my walking would look more like this. I want to put that foot down immediately so I don't have to put any pressure on that leg. I don't like putting pressure on this leg because it hurts. So if I have the cane, I can step through. So that's going to be really important with your walking mechanics. We want to be able to do that step through gait pattern. That's what we call it in PT language. We call it step through, where you're stepping through each step. What you were doing before is what we call step two. You're taking a step and the other leg goes right to the other foot. Step two, step two. And then this is step through. Just like that. So the goal is to make your walking mechanics as normal as possible, and this is going to take time. The best things that you can do to help your gait mechanics is to practice the heel to toe walking pattern, practice the step through walking pattern, and make sure you have adequate range of motion. So the range of motion is going to come with time. You're not going to get perfect range of motion just a couple, weeks after surgery. Working on your knee extension is very important. So try the runner stretch. If you haven't looked up the runner stretch, I have a post on my Instagram and on my TikTok of how to do the runner stretch. So I'll put my TikTok and my Instagram right here. So be sure to go follow me and you can see the runner stretch being demonstrated. So just working on your range of motion is important. The natural healing process is going to allow you to walk better. So the more you heal and the body kind of gets over that initial pain response, you're going to walk a little bit better because you can put weight on that knee and it doesn't hurt as much. You won't limp as much. It's very normal for the leg to get tired, especially towards the end of the day. So I have my patients use the cane in the morning when they're first walking, transitioning to the cane, and then go back to the walker at the end of the day, because usually you're a little bit tired, more painful, you're more swollen at the end of the day. So transition back to the walker at the end of the day, and then you'll slowly start using the cane all day instead of, switching from cane in the morning to walker in the evening. Lastly, I do want to mention that when you start transitioning from the walker to the cane and then the cane to no device at all, expect to be a little bit more sore. So you are using like new muscles, you're kind of putting more weight on that leg for more, time throughout the day. So you're expected to be a little bit more sore, swollen, achy, things like that. So make sure you are icing, elevating as needed, and taking more rest periods when you're transitioning from the walker to the cane and then the cane to nothing at all. And then thank you guys so much for watching. Please join the Facebook group if you haven't already. It's Succeed with Your New Knee. If you search that on Facebook, you will find the group. As always, visit my website. My contact information is on my website if you need to get a hold of me. If you have any questions at all, please contact me. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again next time.